Hey everybody, welcome back to another episode of Environments in Unreal Engine 4. Last episode we looked at our lovely foliage and what we can do to improve that, and obviously just how it works in general. We're going to be looking at some other slightly different things in this episode. Mainly we're going to be finishing our river off for sure, just to add that to it. We went quite far, didn't we, yet? And we're going to just obviously change how everything looks in general. Things like our mountain range, will get rid of all these trees that's covering that up, and we'll add a few extras in, and we'll just make our scene start to come together a bit better, really. So, a couple of things we can do in order to do that. So, first thing is, let's come back into our meshes. We want, what's props got in it? Okay, we'll definitely make use of that for sure. Okay, let's come back out a bit more. Brushify, procedural. I could have sworn. Wow, whoa, go back. Water. Okay. Let's have a look at this. Let's just drag it out. And we can change the material on it, so it's not the be all and end all. But I just want to drag this out and see what it looks like. At the moment it'll probably look like a blank, because it's not, hasn't been, what's the word, compiled. So, let's just drag it out. You'll see it pop in a minute, and it'll look amazing, I'm sure. But just go as far as you need to. It really, I mean, it's only for our scene anyway. We don't have to go too far. I realised we couldn't actually see much of what I made anyway, so literally just bring it to where we can see it. I mean, if you're making a video game, you're making an MMO, and you've made this massive river, obviously use as many as you need to fill that river up. But for us, we should only need, let's come away, where are we? Oh, well, I need to smooth it out anyway, but you can't really see any of it. Okay, let's put in this instead. Hopefully that'll look a bit better. Then we want to smooth out some of this. We want to smooth out some of this river because we can't actually see the water, and that's probably going to make it look a bit better if we could. Hopefully this helps a lot. It doesn't matter if some of the river comes out of the bank, because it needs like that, because it needs to look somewhat natural, right? You want a bit of cliffing, but you don't want too much, otherwise it'll just look a bit, well, in my opinion, it'll look a bit silly. Now, there we go. Right, okay, bro. Now let's come to about, where was our tree? Where do we have it? It was about here, right? So I think the river does need to come down a little bit, but that's okay. Right, click modes, let's click select, and let's just drag it down a bit. There we go, much better. And it looks like it kind of opens up a little bit, and you've got this kind of stream moving, and it looks, relatively good in my opinion. The next thing now is just to add some stuff to the scene to make it look a little bit more lived in, a bit more, like there's people around. So I think I saw some nice meshes in props. Let's have a look. We got, what's that, fence? Ooh, I like that. Okay, that's nice. We definitely could use some of that. Walkways. Oh, definitely. So Brushify has even given me some props I can use in this scene, so that's great. I can almost make this whole scene just using brush. No, I can't. I'll need to use some other stuff, but You see how good and how powerful and how generous Brushify is, that you literally just are well away almost immediately. Okay, let's move out of the scene for a second. Let's see if we can actually make this fit. Let's bring it down a bit, I guess. Maybe over a little bit more. Can I come down a bit more? Oh, I can. Better. That's a lot better. Yeah. Let's just lift this bank up a little bit, I guess. So, back into the landscape. Just a couple of taps. Oh, that's the smooth button. No, don't want to do that. I want to lift it up a bit. Right. Oh, look at that. Way better. And you've kind of got that cool shadow effect on it. Oh, it's awesome. I think that looks great. Okay. Back to manage. Select. Get rid of this second one. We don't need that at the moment, unless we're going to do a double walkway, but I don't think we need to. I mean, it kind of looks, to me at the moment, it's kind of looking like, you know, you're out for an afternoon stroll, and, you know, you've kind of come across this river, there's like a little walkway over, you know, you're walking your dog or something like that, do you know what I mean? And you've just got this awesome scenery. I will open this up a little bit more as well in a minute. Just to add to this wooden bridge, just so it's not so, I don't want to use the word boring, but like lonely, I suppose is probably a better one. We could add in some fencing. Give it a rotation of 90 just to help it out a bit. And actually that's not a million miles off where it needs to be. Let's do that. And we're gonna... Oh, we did have a curved one I could have used actually. Let's check that curved one out. There you go. How curved are you is the question. Wrong way, so we need it 270. 270. There we go. Let's pull you up to where your other one started. Oh, you could be a winner. You definitely could be a winner. Great. Because, you know, I'm all about safety, right? So having this curved fencing in there just stops people falling in the river when they're trying to cross, you know? Just trying to be really helpful, you know? So let's delete that one out for a second. That looks rather nice. Needs to come in a bit and actually go into the ground, but it's looking not bad. So let's click on it again, move it in a bit, and down a bit. Can we move it across a little bit? See, that one's quite far down in the ground, so I'm going to bring this ground up too. Sculpt. Oh, let's put that probably up a bit too much now, so let's smooth it just slightly. Oh, god damn it. It's trial and error, that's all it is. Right, there we go, right. Oh god, let me get off. Okay, so that looks slightly better. A little bit on the jagged side, but it's not actually horrendous. So now our scene's got. I could put a fence in this side as well, but I don't want to be too overkill. But I will definitely put another one on this side, just so it kind of has that contrast that I'm actually, you know. I had that tree in it, didn't I? Yeah, so it just looks like you've got that sort of slight safety net kind of thing going on. Okay, so let's do that then. Let's put another curved one in this side. And rotate. So, like, not only are we looking at environments, we're obviously looking at props as well at this point. And props and foliage kind of go hand in hand, right? We're talking as if that's, you know, we're talking about if we're doing an outside environment. They go hand in hand. You could make a half decent looking environment just with foliage and your terrain tools, absolutely. But it's going to look a little boring, right? So having just a few props in your scene really does just make it stand out a little bit more. I mean, you think about sort of the AAA games these days. I'm trying to think of an example. Red Dead 2, right? Okay. You're never going through that world for long enough without seeing something. Yeah. Something prop-wise. Whether that's you're in the middle of the middle of the map and you're going along and then there's a train going by, right? That train is a prop. It's not part of the photo. It's not part of the terrain. Or you'll be traveling along and there's just a derelict house on its own, or you'll eventually come to a town, or there might be like a water tower, or there's always something. Or there's travelers. There's props. There's signposts. There's things in the world that really allow it to come to life, right? And this could be a perfect example. You could be walking through, you're riding your horse, and all of a sudden you come across this river, and then there's this bridge and a fence. There could be something else on the other side. Excuse me. And it just breaks up your world, right? Breaks it up, makes it look, makes it a bit more interesting, makes it feel a bit more alive, and that is definitely something you'll want for your world. Is definitely the whole alive thing. Okay, I definitely have to put the river going down there, because trying to get this back into its position is not the best. Yeah, we need a bit more water down there, don't we? We'll sort that out again in a minute. So, yeah, so we've now put a little walkway in. I mean, I could actually play this, to be fair. Got a little walkway. We've got a fence. And I think it looks great. I think that just looks, it just really brings it alive. Awesome. So, what next? We want to put some stuff down here. We're going to look at roads next as well. That'll be in the next episode. We're going to look at how to add in. So we'll look at terrain splines and how to add in roads and things like that onto it to, again, just help bring your world to life a bit. I mean, we're going to add it this side and the other side, so we'll hopefully have a road in our scene now as well. I think we might even add like a house and stuff in there as well. But I think that'll do for this episode. So we've looked at the river, how to do that, or how to do an effective river, how to sort of amend foliage and use props to bring your environment to life. And as I said, next we'll look at roads, roads and just tidying things up, I think. But thanks so much, guys, for watching. If you found this video helpful or you've enjoyed it, please hit that subscribe button. It means the world to me. And if not, I'll see you on the next episode. Take care. Bye.